Alright, so a couple videos ago I mentioned functions, specifically when it came to the print command, because in Python 3, the print command is a function, whereas in Python 2 it was not, right? But I didn't really explain what a function is, right? So let's talk about what a function is. Now, you already know what a function is, even if you're not aware of it. A function is essentially something that requires multiple steps, right? And that's not really actually that confusing if you think about it, if you have an example. So we use functions all the time, and we teach functions to things like our pets, right? Or, if you're a parent, then you teach functions to your child. Or if you're a child, then your parents taught functions to you. They're an exercise or a task that requires some smaller tasks built into it. So like, for example, if you teach your dog how to fetch a stick, that's a function. It has to go, well, first it has to figure out where the stick is. It has to look for the stick. Then once it sees the stick, it has to run over to it, has to pick up the stick, has to bring back the stick, and hopefully it gives you the stick, right? So that's what's supposed to happen. We use functions too. So for example, like making a sandwich, that's a function. We have to get out the bread, we have to open the bread, we have to get the bread out of the actual bag. Then we have to look in the fridge, grab the different ingredients that you want, whether that be, meats and cheese and lettuce or whatever you want. Like, there's multiple steps in there. Those are functions. You can even have a function that has functions inside of a function. So like, for example, like writing our name is even a function, and that function has multiple functions inside of it too. So like, for example, if your name is John, obviously you have to write a J, an O, an H, and an N, but in addition to that, each one of those letters is its own function too. So writing a J is a function. You have, that little line up here on top. You have to do that little horizontal line. Then you have to bring the line down and swoop it around. Then you have the next function, right? So you got to move that pencil around or pen around or whatever. You got an H, a vertical line, a horizontal line in the middle, and another vertical line. So you have functions inside of functions. And this isn't a weird concept. We're very used to it. We're so used to it that we don't even think about it. It doesn't even register as something special or unusual. And so we can teach this concept to a computer as well. We can teach it a function. So instead of having to program it to do the exact same thing a billion times, we can program it how to do it once, and we can tell it to do that one thing a billion times instead. That's a function in theory. Now, how do you actually do that in Python? I'm going to save that for another video or two from now. But just for practice and to kind of work on the concept, think about some of the things that you do that have smaller tasks within them, and kind of try to figure out what is the order of the things in it.